Hi, everyone, and welcome to McNulty's Book Corral. I'm your host, Thomas McNulty, and for this special episode, I'd like to begin by explaining the purpose of the video series. I'm an avid lifelong reader and a book collector, and this series is about collecting books and promoting literacy. I don't have a political agenda or a religious agenda. I'm not here to criticize anyone, and I'm not doing even book reviews. I'm simply making recommendations and talking about books, lots of books. And we'll be talking about multiple genres: science fiction, scary books, westerns, romance novels. My wife turned me on to Jude Deveraux, so we'll talk about Jude Deveraux's novels. She's great. Thrillers and all sorts of fun things. Books for young readers, thought provoking books. We might even do some nonfiction. So I read every day. So I'm reading at least one book a week. I'm hitting about 52 a year, usually more, because I am a speed reader with a high retention. And I read everything from fiction to poetry to Western science fiction, as I mentioned. And this video series will cover all of that. I hope this video series inspires you to share the gift of literacy. Give a book to a child and encourage them to read it. Read it to them, and then talk about the book itself and engage them in a conversation. The idea here is that reading is fun. I'd like to tell a quick story about reading. When I was a child, I was taught to comprehend first and judge it later. And that came from my second grade teacher and from my mother. Because at the time I was struggling to read, and they taught me to read through phonetics, which was the Lippincott reading program. Some of you may be familiar with that. And by learning how to read, I was able to answer questions in school and actually participate in the classroom experience. But when it came to understanding it, that was the most important thing. And both my teacher and my mother taught me, you don't have to like it and you don't have to dislike it. You only have to comprehend it. You can decide later on if you like something, and you can decide why you like it or why you don't like it. But whenever I read, I'm not reading to judge. And this series is not about judging literature, except I like it. I'll save the hardcore criticism for the people that want to make their living doing that. That's not me. This is about for the love of reading, for the love of book collecting too, by the way. I am a book collector. So finally, I want to mention that the commentary is strictly my own. It's my own opinion, and I'm not influenced by what other writers and what publishers wish me to say or to promote. The independence is vital for my discussion. So any discussion in the creative arts, it needs to be what I decide to do here. We can agree to disagree from time to time. I don't take requests for specific books from individuals or publishers. I alone make those decisions, and I think that's the appropriate way to do it. I am going to try and cover as much as I can in this first 20 or 30 videos. I have a lot. Again, this is also a video series for book collectors. So with that said, I am also a writer, and it wouldn't be right if I didn't mention that I have books on Amazon. You can find me on Amazon. If you look in the description below this video, it links you to my Amazon page. You can order such books that I've written, including the biography on Errol Flynn, which took 10 years to write. I have an adventure novel called The Adventures of Captain Graves. I have a Western called Ghost Town Gold, which is really a hard-boiled tight little novella, and other Westerns as well. So even though I favor Westerns, I've written some other things, and this video series will cover other topics, including Westerns. Again, I'm a reader, I'm a writer, and I am a book collector. So thank you for checking in. I just wanted to put this video out there to explain what this video series is all about. Again, it's not about reviews, it's about recommendations. It's about hoping to encourage you to encourage young people to read. Build a library in your home. As always, stay well, stay healthy, feed your brain, read a book. Thank you.